And we're live, baby. We're live. We are back. Sorry for the delay. Guys. Having a little bit of trouble with my microphone for some reason. Not sure what was going on there. But we're back in it. We are indeed back in it. How's everyone's day going so far? Hopefully y'all are having a fantastic day. We just got back from SHOT Show 2025 in Vegas, and man, oh man, it was a trip. Literally, it was a trip. We did indeed take a trip to Las Vegas, and you know what? I had a lot of fun. We're going to be talking about that as well, in addition to some other stuff. But how is everyone's day going so far? Let's see who we got in the chat so far. Ooh, excuse me. Red Line Tactical, what's going on, dude? Good to hear from you again. APM here right now, just saying hi to those that roll in. You guys are legends. We have another winter game coming up cold. Stop us. I'll be there. What's going on? Oh my damn! I let the IPAs get the best of me. What is going on there? But good to have you here. Creekside Airsoft, hello. Blake Overacker, what is going on, dude? Will I be eligible for a giveaway for purchase made January 17th? Unfortunately not. We are only counting orders placed from today, Tuesday, January 28th till Thursday, January 30th. That's the time frame that we're looking at, man. That is the time frame we're looking at to be entered into this week's live stream giveaway. It is very easy to enter. I will be talking in detail about how to enter. All it takes is a $20 greater order. That's it, man. That's it. Squirrely Nuts, my homie. What's happening, dog? How's it going, dude? How's it goes at Sir Queso? It goes very well. It goes indeed very, very well. Mad Boy, what's going on? Hey, I'd stick around with you guys, but I am getting over the flu or something. No worries, dog. Do what you gotta do to take care of yourself. Your health is number one, most important thing you gotta take care of, dog. Therefore, per 989. Damn, man. What's going on, man? Good to hear from you as well. We're out of Michigan. What's up? First Sun and Storm. Hello. Alabama Airsoft. What's up, y'all? Emo Panda. Yo, what's happening, dog? What is happening? Jaw. What's good, dog? What's good? Victor Montes. What's going on, dog? How you feeling? Cutter. Hello. Good to have you. Good to have you here as well. What's up, man? How you doing, dog? How you been? How you been living? I know we haven't done a stream in a little bit because of SHOT Show, but yeah, man, I'm happy to be back here. Happy to be hanging out with every single one of you guys. Jay Leno. Yeah, that's right. Jay Leno. Yeah, I haven't heard that one before. Jay Leno, we are indeed live right now. For those that don't know what we're talking about, there was a comment made on a short that we uploaded during SHOT Show, and I'm pretty sure I can find it too. I'll find the comment and I'll show off the screenshot. But essentially, it was saying that never did someone think that they'd see Jay Leno promoting airsoft guns, and it was like, because I was dressed up because I was presenting and showcasing a lot of new products for Lancer, and oh my goodness, like I didn't even realize it, but I look kinda, not 100%, obviously. I look kinda like a young Jay Leno, apparently. From a certain angle, I do look like him. Especially because I had on the suit, I had the white shirt and everything. Like, I look like a late night host, you know? So, that is something I did not expect to find on my 2025 bingo card, but here we are. Jarek Zab, hello. Got his Arms PW9. Hey, nice, dog, nice. Well, my box is received. I got some stuff to work on now. Absolutely, man, absolutely. Just bought a Lance Gen 4. Hey, yo, Alabama Airsoft. You will not be disappointed, my man. You will not be disappointed. I love the Gen 4s. Genuinely, I think the Gen 4s are fucking sweet, dude. Shadow Ghost, what's up? Good to have you here as well. Appreciate every single one of you guys tuned in right now. I see that we have 38 concurrent viewers. Appreciate every single one of the views. But it looks like we're only at 10 likes, guys. Let me know you guys want me to continue this live stream by leaving a thumbs up on this live stream. Make sure we're spreading the word as much as we possibly can during these dark times for the YouTube algorithm. Just absolutely cucking us right now in terms of viewership. It is what it is. We got to roll with the punches. So I appreciate everything you guys do to help spread the word. Dank Psyduck, howdy. How you doing, man? How you doing? Brandon, Isaias, oh my God, you're like Jim Fallon, except funny. I thought Jimmy Fallon was like a little funny every once in a while. You know, I feel like most of these late night hosts can be funny. I think it's just because they have to adhere to the conventions of television, right, and actual broadcasts, that they're like, okay, they're a little restricted on what they can and can't say, what they can and can't do. But again, I do appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you. Epic Fail 989, good to have you here. Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you're all having an amazing week. I am, actually. I had a really fun, very eventful week. Very, very eventful week. There was a lot of shit going on, man. Oh my god, I'm going to mess up this name so bad. Vesence? What was the curse word? What was that curse word? I'm out. Trace Haleman, good to have you here as well. When does the ENC retro guns return? Honestly, that is a fantastic question. I actually really liked a lot of those retro guns myself, actually. I would appreciate more and more of them to be coming our way. No exact ETA at this time, Trace Hellman. I do apologize. Again, hopefully soon. I was parched. But yeah, man, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. For those that are just tuning in for the first time, welcome. I want to welcome everyone here to this amazing collective we have here. The Mayo Gang Brotherhood, if you will. Here's how it's going to go. This is going to be a very chill, laid-back Q&A live stream that I do. You are welcome to ask your Airsoft or not related questions. All I ask is that you put the letter Q right in front of your question. Put it in the live chat. Not the comment section. I can't see that. You have to put it in the live chat. And I'll be able to go ahead and answer your question as soon as I possibly can, whether they be Airsoft related or not, whether you be looking for product recommendations, my opinions on certain things. Obviously, you want to go ahead and support the channel. Make sure to get all your Airsoft goodies through us. And again, like I mentioned earlier today, if you guys have been keeping up with our social media, today we are starting entries into this week's live stream giveaway. Very, very standard procedure we got going on. It's very easy. It's very easy to do so. If you want to go ahead and get more information about the live stream giveaway, there you go. We want to leave a link to the rules into the chat for all of y'all to go ahead and take a look at for yourself. Easy. No issues, man. No issues there. It's super easy to do. $20 for greater order. That's literally it. During this duration, though, of the live stream itself, you guys see on the left-hand side, every $50 spent during this live stream alone, from the moment we started at 7:30 till 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, every $50 spent will be getting you 2 entries into this week's giveaway. Hold on, wait a minute. Give me a second. I have messed up. I have messed up by accident. I'm gonna go ahead and see. Yeah, okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna into this week. Get you 2 entries this week. There we go. That's better. I needed to go ahead and make that quick edit. There we go. Yeah, the live stream giveaway itself is not happening tonight. It's going to be going down in 2 days. It's going to be down this particular Thursday coming up. That is when we were going to be giving away the YouTube Unboxing Mystery Box Grand Prize. Again, anyone can win it. Literally, subtotal, $20 or more. It doesn't matter what it's for. BBs, batteries, chargers, green gas, gift cards even, Airsoft guns. Doesn't matter. As long as you place your $20 or greater order during this time frame, you are in. So don't miss out and get your orders in. And if you're not too sure about stuff, hey man, this is what I'm here for, right? I'm here to help out as many people as I possibly can. So if you're going to go and ask your questions right then and there. But yeah, man, there's a few things that I actually wanted to go ahead and talk about as well before I answer some. I'll let some questions pile up and then I'll go ahead and answer them soon. In the meantime, feel free to go ahead and ask away. And of course, make sure to get all your stuff in right now. But there were some actual talking points that I wanted to go ahead and bring up as well. Bossman and I have been talking about this, and this is something that I think even RGK had talked about as well on his social media as well. It's knowing, because since obviously it is the beginning of the new year, right? It is the beginning of the new year. It's 2025 still, right? Obviously, we're coming to a close in January. That was fucking fast, man. That was fucking fast. But what is it that you guys, in terms of, the Airsoft community, you guys as players, what are you guys looking for in Airsoft this year? And what do I mean by that? I mean specifically, what are you hoping to see change? What are you hoping to see in terms of products for this coming year? What are some things you would like to see happening in the Airsoft community? Whether that be, like I said, whether that be a change, maybe something happens. What would you like to say the same? What are some things you were happy about 2024 that you hope carry on into 2025? There's a lot of different ways that you can go ahead and interpret this question. But for me personally, there's a lot of things that I think, for the most part, have remained the same about Airsoft, right? Whether it be the Airsoft climate, the player base, the community, the products we're getting. I like that there are still companies, right, that are coming out, especially with a lot of the higher end companies. You have brands like G&G, you'll have brands like Arcturus, and a couple others as well, coming out with some more unique stuff out there, which I think is very important. I think that kind of brings me into another topic too about like, how many different ways can you play airsoft, or is gaming the only way to do airsoft? Like, how many different ways can airsoft be enjoyed, right? Because there are so many different ways. For those that are new to the hobby, right? Obviously, it might just seem like it might just solely be like a sporting goods type of deal, right? Like a gaming thing where it's just you're going in to compete against other people like you would any traditional sport, right? Whether it be playing tennis, playing football, American football, any other sport out there, right? You could view it from that standpoint, but I do feel like that is kind of limiting. I do feel like there are so many different ways in which any one individual can enjoy airsoft, right? There are like the collecting aspect, right? There's the kit building aspect. There are like the backyard target players. Here's the thing too, right? This is a crazy. We've mentioned this before, right? But there is a super high number. Like we're talking a very high percentage of airsoft guns that are sold in the U.S., right, that will never see an airsoft field. There's a lot of guys out there that will buy airsoft guns and solely use it for playing in either their backyard, or they'll use it for like target shooting and stuff. Like, again, but they'll never ever bring it out to like a walk-on field. You know what I mean? Like that. For those of us that have a field relatively close to us or within driving distance, right? That's a blessing, man. That's 100% a blessing. Not every state has that, unfortunately. Not everyone has the luxury of being able to go to a field near them. Everyone should. It should be a right to. But, I mean, at the same time, again, it's just not very possible for a lot of people. So that's another thing to think about as well, right? Does that mean that person shouldn't be allowed to enjoy airsoft, or their way of enjoying, these airsoft guns? Is it going to be any less valid than how we, as like players, guys that bring it onto a field, enjoy it? Again, something to think about as well. There are a couple things I do want to see change in airsoft. I do like the continuing trend of more unique guns out there. I like being able to have something for everyone. You know what I mean? I don't want to just cater towards one particular niche versus another. Don't get me wrong. I definitely find myself in various niches in airsoft as well. I like the kit side of it, building out certain loadouts. I think that's just like so much fun for me. And it's a challenge too, to see if I can do it, right? Like how close can I get to their actual thing, right? Before I just buy the real thing, if I'm trying to make replicas and such of it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'll be coming around to this question again. I want to answer some questions that I got in the live chat here. Let's see. What is your opinion on the SSP2 Alabama Airsoft? I think they're good guns. In my honest opinion, do I think it's worth the money? I don't know, considering a lot of Narva stuff is rebranded. Not solely, not exactly. Like 100% just rebrand, he just slaps his name on it. Obviously not. But I do feel like personally what he charges is a little much considering what it is. I will leave it at that. And no disrespect to Navrich, because he definitely knows what he's doing, right? He's a great player. He's a great guy. I've always had very positive interactions with him. But I just think his pricing is a little off. If I'm being honest, I just think his pricing is a little. I'll leave it at that. Got the KLS 4. Can't wait for their field Saturday for GBR. So far, completely satisfied. I'll let you know how it holds up. Blake Overacker, dude, please. I want to know details, man. Here's the thing. I actually really like getting feedback from you guys. Like, especially when it comes to new products that we're like really hyped about. I really like hearing feedback from it. You know what I mean? You feel free to go ahead and DM us. Whether it be through, obviously we prefer if you go ahead and DM the main account, whether it be through Instagram or it be through Facebook or even Discord. Discord actually would be preferred. That's at least the way I prefer it anyway. It feels like it's just a lot easier. DM us with your feedback for that gun specifically, and let us know what you liked, what you didn't like about it. And yeah, we genuinely do like listening to that stuff. Hell, if you were to do a video and post that online, fuck yeah, dude. We'd 100%. We'd shout you out too. We'd shout you out and go ahead and share your video as well on our social media platforms, just to get the word out as well. We can do that. We've done that several times. You know what I mean? So again, very, very excited for you. I've been very happy with the SR4 so far, but I'm very curious to see how other people are receiving it as well. John, no worries, man. If you got school tomorrow, don't worry, dog. I'm just appreciative that you were able to show up. Guys, remember, during this time frame, make sure to go ahead and leave a like on this live stream. Well, another thing I forgot to mention as well. If you guys are struggling with the price just a little bit, you want to save yourself some extra moolah, coupon code 2025 is active right now. So long it is not an already previously discounted item, you should be able to go and qualify for up to 10% off right now when you use that at checkout. And like I said, All orders 179 or more automatically qualify for free shipping. So don't miss out. Get your orders in. Anything $20 or more, you're in. And like the promo suggests, every 50 you spend gets you 2 entries this week. So let's keep on rolling. Keep on going. Epic fail. I see you no longer have the Archwick EBC 9, and they happen on the pre-order. Nothing in particular happened with that one. Again, we'll go into more detail about that later on. But yeah, there's a couple things we wanted to go in and talk about specifically. Yeah, there's a few things we need to go ahead and work on. Can't comment yet though. But again, stay tuned. I will be addressing those very soon. Per Nox, what's your opinion on the VFC MCX? The MC, or as Boaz likes to call it, the MC Sex, bro. The M6 is cool. I'm gonna pull it up, bro. MCX. The M6 is a cool gun, man. I think, obviously in the real firearms world, the MCX is a really, really cool, unique platform that, again, I just think it gets a lot of hype, but I would say so. It looks freaking sick. It looks freaking cool as hell, right? I got no complaints about the MCX. I think VFC did a really good job, with the external build on this bad boy. It's a little annoying to access the battery compartment, but I mean, other than that, it's pretty solid, I got no major complaints about it, other than the battery compartment. I guess if you want to really nitpick, maybe the ETU could have been, nicer, offered, more programming options. But, again, we're comparing it to, guns that are coming out now that offer so many features right out the box, For something like this that just looks this good, man, I got no complaints about it. And these are fairly easy to work on as well. Again, standard version 2. So, again, I got no complaints about it. I specifically like the dark gray version, though, the best. If I'm going to do an MCX, that one would probably be the one I would want to go with. Just because, again, the gray is just cool, man. It just looks sick. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Come on. There we go. Okay. We're back. I don't know what the frick happened there. It just completely, timed out for, a few seconds. We're back. Yeah. I was just saying, MCX, whether you go with the gray or black one, it's entirely up to individual preference. But I was reading the next question. Emo Panda was asking, what MP5 do you recommend? There's a few options, man. There's a few different options. I would say, if you're really looking for an MP5, I mean, the Elite Force VFC ones are always going to be solid, right? They're using the exact same gearbox that the Avalon series does. So, again, I have no complaints there. Did I type that in right? Yeah. See, yeah, there they are. Right? For me personally, I know this is maybe a controversial thing, or not controversial, but sort of a hot take, I guess. I will always prefer the full stock version over the retractable stock for one reason alone. Convenience-wise, if you're trying to fit in a battery, this is always going to be a much easier experience having to deal with the battery compartment when you got a full stock compared to the retractable one. But they're built well. They perform great. I have no issues with these, and I think they look fantastic, man. I think they look absolutely fantastic. Honestly, what I'm waiting for, hopefully in the future, I'll be able to go ahead and get some more gas blowback MP5s. Now, that would actually be fucking sick. That would actually be really freaking cool. Let me know if y'all would be down for a gas blowback MP5. Let's answer that one as well. Right from Michigan. Dingo is the giveaway. It's the giveaway tonight. No, the giveaway is happening this Thursday. The giveaway is happening this coming Thursday. Entries have started today, though. And during this live stream from when we started at 7:30 till 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we are running a promotion right now. Limited time until the live stream ends, where every $50 you spend gets you 2 entries into this week's giveaway. So, would be in your best interest to get your orders in now while you guys can. Blake Overactor, what is the time frame for purchases for giveaway? Like I said, again, any orders $20 or more from today, Tuesday, till this Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's it. That's all we're looking at. Elite Raider, hey Isaias, is this Thompson any good or have a nachos chance ever used? Serious Cybergun Ordnance, licensed Thompson. Is this Thompson any good or have you had? Personally, I haven't had the chance to use that one. I have an older, a really, really old Thompson. I believe it is going to be one of the old, old SEMA ones. Old SEMA ones. It works great. It's fantastic. It still works to this day. But I personally haven't had the experience with that one. Haven't heard anything negative about it. But again, I also don't see too many people rocking the World War II stuff, which I want to change. I want that to be something that changes. That was a question I was posing to the rest of chat as well. What do you guys want to see happen regarding Airsoft in 2025? What do you want to see change? What do you want to see be implemented? What do you want to see improve? That type of deal, you know what I mean? And for me personally, I just want to see more unique stuff, or bringing back a lot of like the older platforms that existed there. Again, it's tough because working on the industry side, right? You see it from both lenses. I see things from both the perspective of the Airsoft player, but I also have the insight, obviously, because I've been working in this industry for fucking Christ. How long have I been? For 6 years? Yeah. No, wait. No. It's been a lot longer than that. Jesus Christ. Yeah. It's been. Oh my God. It's gonna be 8 years. Holy crap. Holy shit. It's been 8 years. Oh my God. You know what? You ever have that like flashback? You just got like I got a whiplash of like memories and nostalgia, and like, dude, it's been so long. What the fuck? I've been working here for 8 years. What the fuck? Anyway, that's kind of threw me for a loop there. I never really stopped to think about it that way. But anyway, yeah, going back to that, I've been working for 8 years, and it's sort of giving me like the perspective of like, okay, on a business standpoint, right? Right. Obviously, from a player's perspective, it'd be nice to have every single platform. I think players, and this is coming from a player as well, right? So this is coming from someone that loves to go out and play Airsoft, loves to go out and collect stuff. I think people, from what I've seen in retail side, expect Airsoft to be kind of the same way as like a video game, in the sense where if you go into any like COD game, right, you'll have all these varying different platforms, these different types of guns existing out there, and they want to have every single customization option on the planet, like known to mankind for each of these platforms. They want to have it at the touch of their fingertips and be able to go out and do it, which, yeah, would be fucking sweet. It would be awesome to do that, right? To have every type of MP5 handguard that exists out there, every type of stock. You want to be able to go and have an adapter so you can use the buffer tube for it as well. Yeah, being able to go ahead and do all that shit would be awesome, right? Same thing for any other platform, insert unique platform here, right? FALs. God, I would fucking kill for that to be a thing, right? Where you would just have every single type of accessory and customization option like you could possibly think of available to you. And to an extent, you could do some of those things, right? With a little bit of hard work, some elbow grease sometimes. Sometimes things aren't 100% compatible, so you got to make it fit. That's where I'm kind of like grew up in. That's sort of like the way I see it. But I can see how a player would want all those things and are disappointed when that's not the case. And they just see the endless sea of M4s and ARs that exists out there. But at the end of the day, too, it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy, because when those platforms were available, no one was really investing into them. Everyone was buying the M4, man. And it sucks, because I want to be, and I'm on the side of you guys, right? I'm on the side of you guys that are saying that you want more unique stuff, more World War II shit. Dude, like, I'm putting together, like, an early Pacific theater. Like, we're talking Guadalcanal World War II Marine kit right now. You know what I mean? It's not perfect, but I mean, it's getting it as close as like can be. That shit costs money, man. I'm trying to do it as cost effective as I possibly can. But the options are limited for what you can do. We have some of it, thank God. You want a BAR, thank God we freaking have those. Same thing with the 1903. We'll even carry a Garand every once in a while. Though I'm waiting for the A&K one to be restocked. That I would love to be restocked. Honestly, I just give me the A&K AAG one. That'd be fucking sweet, because that's convenient as fuck, right? That's all I need. But it's hard to justify and really try to convince manufacturers to make that stuff, or distributors to bring them in, because it's an investment. They can spend a ton of money trying to bring that shit in, dude. It costs money, and if it just sits there, fuck, man, that's lost money. That's a loss, dude. That's 100% a loss, and it sucks, right? It absolutely sucks. Well, that's why, again, we always try to tell people, like, invest in other platforms, man. If you want to see more innovation, if you guys want to see more unique stuff, you guys got to make the investment first. It's like both sides are doing this, right? Companies don't want to invest in something unless people spend money into it, but customers don't want to spend money into a platform unless companies invest it. It's like no one wants to make the first move, and unfortunately, it does come down to ultimately the consumer to go ahead and do it. It sucks to say, right? Because I feel that too, but it does make sense why, right? It does unfortunately make sense. But yeah, it does kind of suck that that's the case, but hopefully, guys like myself and a lot of you guys as well that do invest in the more unique stuff out there will ultimately help drive, the demand for more unique stuff that exists out there, for more things to be manufactured, more unique items, to be made. That would be fucking sweet. That would absolutely be freaking sweet. Okay, let's see here. Scrolling down. More. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we're in Midland. Better affordable optics. Daytona Gym 78. Okay. I mean, granted, we do carry some affordable optics, but I guess it depends on what you define as affordable. But that is a good thing. That is a good suggestion. I'm all for having more attainable options for players as well. Emo Panda. I want to see more World War II people. Yes, my man. Absolutely. Let's see more milsims. Protus. A lot of milsims actually do exist out there. It's just they can be kind of expensive, and they do take a lot of time to organize. I've seen a little bit how just us doing our BB wars, right? Seeing how much labor is required to organize and how much organization is required to get an event going. You know what I mean? It's tough, man. It's freaking rough, right? Because you got to have come to agreement with several parties at once. Whether it be on the date that you want to have the event, the cost of the event, right? You got to work out deals and money and shit, prices for things. Then you also got to work out with sponsors as well, that want to show up. It can be very daunting. So multiple day milsims. Oh man, that's all on a whole other level, man. But yeah, more milsims is always a good thing. But there are, to be fair, there are quite a few of them. You just gotta look. Maybe just more milsims in your specific area potentially. That could be a thing, because I know they are limited with where they go. Let's see here. Well, I'm answering a few more as well. More lax laws and censorships on airsoft to bring back the community. Ooh, that's a good one. Thanks, Psyduck. Less censorship on airsoft. That'd be cool. But I'll be honest with the way things are going right now. I don't see it happening. I'll be honest. I really don't see it happening. Facebook, man, they sucked us, dude. They literally the day after fucking Mark Zuckerberg made that fucking announcement. It was like, yeah, we're getting rid of fact checkers and we're hoping for a more better community-driven experience for our users on Facebook and Meta platforms. Literally less than 24 hours. This motherfucker completely got completely suspended our page. It fucking sucks, dude. It absolutely freaking sucks. And they're like, oh yeah, for sale of illegal or ill-regulated goods. It's like, these are fucking airsoft toys. These are replica toys, my guy. It's frustrating as all hell because we literally were being, and it wasn't even for recent stuff either. Excuse me. It was for old posts that we made years ago, before I even started working there. It's the most frustrating thing ever, right? And so I don't think that is going to be a change that we see because unfortunately, Meta is it is a private thing, right? It is up to them what sort of content they want to allow on there. But at the same time, social media platforms have evolved so much more than just a small little thing, right? It does become essentially a public space. You know what I mean? At a certain point, with so many users on your platform, it does have to sort of fall into public space, right? You should be able to go ahead and, again, that any sort of censorship on that, as long as it's not, and then again, what actually is a violation of the First Amendment, right? That's a whole other thing. Right? Freedom of speech being infringed on and everything. That's what I feel right now. But again, when do you draw the line, right? And how are they supposed to know, right? Obviously, if they had an actual person dealing with this shit, yeah, 100%. We'd be easily able to go ahead and get our page. Nothing would be taken down because then they'd be like, all right, it's toys, it's replicas, it's not the actual thing, right? Obviously. But they're using AI for everything, man. They're using AI for literally everything. Even when they say it's a manual thing. No, it's not. I fucking know it's not. It's not, dude. Don't lie to me. It is 100% AI. It's been proven it's AI, right? I would love for that to change too. Dank Psyduck, that'd be a Hail Mary, if the man upstairs wanted to go ahead and bless us with that I would take that in a heartbeat, but I just personally don't see that happening. I just don't see it happening with the way things are going. Let's see. Moving so fast. Jeremy Wilson, what's going on? Mr. Savage 710, hello. Victor Montes would love to see some FNCs out there. Dude, here's the problem. I think sometimes we were just born too late into Airsoft. And if it's frustrating, right? Because sometimes I do feel like I was born too late, where I only got to see the tail end of like some of these platforms being a thing in Airsoft, right? I've been playing for fucking years now, and I do remember seeing a lot of this stuff, but I feel like time I got into it, some of that stuff was on its way out. It was becoming more and more scarce. Like, they were around, you definitely saw them, but they just weren't as many, you know, that were around, obviously. And then you would start seeing more and more fucking M4s on the field, man. That's the downside. But an FNCs go fucking hard, dude. FNC goes hard. RPG lovers, what's going on, dude? I would like to see a proper grenade launcher, not a BB shower or foam ball, but a 40 mil spring-loaded impact round. There do exist companies that make that. I think the most popular is like the Taggin stuff, right? Taggin obviously making their own stuff, but I would like to see more companies coming out with their own design as well. You know what I mean? To compete with that as well, because Taggin makes some great products. They're a staple at like Milsim events, especially Milsim West. Anyone that runs Grenadier kits for Milsim West events, they're usually jam-packed with Taggin stuff. And those are cool, but I just want like some cool, like actually like some distance in these rounds. You know what I'm saying? Alabama Airsoft. Y'all, I want a GBB Desert Eagle so bad. Looks like it actually has some recoil. Bad. It looks like it has actual recoil. Yeah, man. I would love to see more Deagles as well. That'd be kind of cool. I know they do exist out there on the market. You feeling like that, but nice, got you figured like that like button. Yeah, guys, if you can, make sure to go and leave a like on this live stream as well. Lets us know you guys want us to continue with this stream right now. We're at 43 concurrent viewers. I appreciate all 43 of you, but if you can, make sure to go ahead and bump up those likes as well. Now 46 of you. Thank you. We're only at 30 likes. Only 30 likes. Let's see who donated. Who this? Daytona J, $2 holler. Thank you, Daytona Jim 78. Much appreciated, my guy. You do not have to do that. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you, man. Thank you. Okay, we'll check us out, good brother. We close. No worries. What did you Justin Wilson, what do you think is the top 3 brands? Well, Justin Wilson, if you want to see our perspective and what we actually did a whole last episode last week for we sort of did a tier list of our favorite Airsoft brands. Yes. Recommend you guys give that a watch as well. Here's the thing. It's all opinion based. It is all opinion based. It's not based on any sort of fact or anything like this. It's just how we feel, what we think. You know what I mean? As players, because while we do represent, Boaz and I do represent Airsoft GI, at the end of the day, we're players, man. We're players. We like to go out and play and have fun, play with our toy guns and look cool. You know, that's literally what we like to do. So those we kind of go into that as well, into like what our 3 brands are. We kind of discuss amongst ourselves. Do you think the Archer Trinity performs better than the MTW HPA? What's up from Bogota, Colombia? Hey, Richard Rodriguez. What's up, man? I know we have any Colombians with us. Good to have you, man. Good to have you. What do you think of the Archer Trinity? Do you think it performs better than the MTW? Ooh, that's a tough one. I would say, I think externally, I like the build quality more of the MTW, but the Arcturus Trinity is really fucking pushing the limits, man. I would say the Edge goes to the Arcturus Trinity in terms of performance and also just the amount of features that's jam-packed into that thing. If you want just like a clean, simple HPA gun, then yeah, go Wolverine MTW, and the build quality will not disappoint. I think the internals are just so much more with the Arcturus Trinity. Joshua Landers, yo, what up, man? I love that ranking video. Hey, thank you, Joshua Landers. Thank you. Yeah, no, Boaz and I were like kind of going back and forth a little bit. Generally speaking, Boaz and I, because I mean we're friends for a fucking reason, right? Like obviously, like you know, we have very similar opinions on things, and then when we have different opinions on things, we have very different opinions on things. But generally, we can come to a consensus amongst each other because you know we get it. Like, I understand his perspective. I understand where his way of thinking comes from. I completely get it. And sometimes he will have to do the same for me, right? I'll bring up a point, and then he'll be like, okay. I didn't think of it that way, but it makes sense when you say it that way. All right, I guess I'll concede and give you that as well. You know, that's why we're friends, man. That's why we're friends. Brandon, how many different ways can I enjoy Airsoft US? I enjoy it on the field. I enjoy it with a shield. I enjoy it when I slay. I enjoy it when I'm okay. Hey, Brandon, you got some bars, dog. You get spitting ciphers over here, man. Playing the Pied Piper over here, you know? Dude, that's freaking sick, dude. That's cool. No, that's actually really cute. Yeah. There are so many ways you can enjoy it. Like I was saying, you know, you can do the collecting side, you can do the actual playing side, the kit building side. There's just so many. More like the cosplay sort of side too, which is an actual thing as well. It kind of leans into like the reenactment sort of aspect of it, but hey, it's fucking cool, dude. It's sweet. Why not? There's how you enjoy something, right? It may have been intended for one type of purpose, but that if you're enjoying it in ways that weren't initially intended, good for you. You know what I mean? I don't care what it's necessarily solely designed for. I care about what it can do. You know? Yeah, could this airsoft gun shoot these BBs? Yes. And you could shoot them at people. But I'm curious to see what else I can do with it as well. You know what I mean? And I think there's a lot of fun to be had when you have that sort of mentality going into it. Use it for target shooting. Yeah, target shooting is great, man. It's fun. It's a nice little way of practicing your marksmanship a little bit, you know what I mean? It also makes for some fun games, too. If you can bring some homies over to the house, you're like, hey, I got this airsoft gun. I'm going to set up some cans in the backyard. Whoever can get, like, the most, like with one magazine, I'll only load with five BBs, right? This is what we used to do. We actually did a few of these challenges back at the old shop, too. We would take turns. We would take turns with one pistol, one magazine, 5 rounds or 6 rounds, and we'd have 6 targets. So if you miss one, hey, you know, you're fucked, right? You're already going to miss one, right? You're not going to get a full 100. So we would just do that, right? And we just, like, challenge each other. Like, all right, let's see who's more accurate, you know what I mean? Who's got the skills to pay the bills. It was fun doing that, especially if you, like, with the homies. I think that's going to make for some really, really fun memories. It's going to make for some really, really fun time. Let's see. The Iron Fury Milsim was awesome. Had beach landings. Dude, that sounds awesome. Blake Overacker. CO2 GVRs, I would love to see more of, and innovations is always welcome. Yeah, I just wish more airsofters were like that. There are, and let's be real. You know who you are. I'm not going to call you out, but you know who you are. There are a lot of airsofters out there. I won't say what niche specifically, but there's a lot of airsofters out there that I feel like are kind of adding, or kind of, rather, I would say, enabling the stagnation of airsoft. I won't say what niche it is. I will not say what niche it is. But I genuinely have this opinion that there is a very particular niche. There's a few people that do, but there's a very particular niche of airsofters that are incredibly punishing. Like, beyond logic, beyond reason. They're punishing anything new that comes out, or that are so dismissive of anything different. Like, how dare anything differ from the original TM specification? How dare anything try to add on to this, or make it different, or try to be better than it? It's impossible to be better than it. Sure, I guess, right? Even Boaz admits to, even within the gas blowback community, there's a lot of different, like, you know, systems that exist out there. Maybe not like a ton, but there are different enough systems, and it's very tribal. It's very tribalistic. You know, you either go with one camp, and then you hate everything else just by, I don't know, just because, right? That's just the way this is the way. You know, it doesn't have to be that way. You know, you can run a VFC and still like the MWS. You can run an MWS and still respect the KWA, and vice versa, no matter what it is, right? It's all airsoft guns at the end of the day. I just think that there are, and again, I won't say which one is, I have one on my mind, but there is a niche out there in airsoft that I feel like is not really doing anything for the betterment of the airsoft community. That they are very dogmatic. They don't want anything different than just your standard M4 version 2 gearbox. They don't want anything different than your high kappa, right? I think if that is the case, then I think you are honestly hurting airsoft. I genuinely do. And I'm not saying that you have to buy, you know what I mean, like that buying like different things is the only way to do it. No, not necessarily. But by shit talking online, by going on to like random like forums and shit, like if you're going on like Reddit, for example, and you're just going on being like, hey, don't buy this platform, it sucks. Hey man, it's a person's money. They can buy whatever they want. Now, obviously, if they are intentionally asking, hey, I'm trying to be as competitive as possible, what would you recommend? Then obviously, yeah, like you would want to go ahead and point them in the right direction. But that just goes above and beyond if you're trying to like, you know, fucking really smack talk whole other models like, hey, there's no compatibility for this, which is fine. But if you're saying that there's no potential for you to have fun with these particular products, it's like, why are you ruining other people's fun, man? Like, I think that's something that I want to see change in Airsoft specifically. I want people to just sort of not be as, I guess, like tribal when it comes to like certain brands, or be more open to new platforms and to something different. Because again, it's about having fun, man. And part of having fun is also trying new things. It's okay to like different things. You know, I encourage it. You know what? Fuck it. I'll go ahead and, you know what? I'm being pressured by Bossman over here to go ahead and mention it. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I don't mind. And here's the thing. I mean full. I say this with 100%. Like, I'm looking at this from a logical standpoint, right? I'm looking at this from a... I'll just gotta stop sugarcoating it. I genuinely think that there are many different facets of Airsoft that exist out there. I think there are many different niches of Airsoft. I think in particular, the SpeedQB community isn't really doing too much right now in terms of helping the community grow overall. I think they can do some good, and I think they have done a lot of good, and I think there's a lot of benefit to playing SpeedQB and doing, like, you know, sort of Speedsoft style. But I do feel like within that community especially, it feels like, I don't know, man. Like, that is the one thing I will say. And trust me, I have some words for Milsimers out there too. Don't worry. I'm part of that group, so I know that I have a lot of fucking. There's a lot of dirt on that side of community. There's a lot of shit going on in there, and I will address that too. There's a lot of shit going on with every single niche that I'm coming for all y'all, right? The asses ain't safe, man. But in regards to Speedsoft and the SpeedQB community, I feel like they are the most, in my opinion, I do feel like they are incredibly punishing towards anything that's new. I do feel like they are only looking for they only want a TM high kappa. They only want just a standard version 2 and 4. And that's pretty much about it, you know. I'm glad to see that other platforms, like, I'm happy. Like, as soon as I found out that the Saiga 12 was, like, getting hot for the indoor scene, I was like, fucking finally, you know what I mean? I mean, it's still TM, but, like, hey, I'm just glad it's not an M4. You know, it's a Saiga 12. That's fucking cool, you know? Like, it's fucking cool, right? That they're running something different. Like, I like that. That's good. That's nice. That's sick. It's unique, you know? And I'm not saying that for every single, like, indoor player. Obviously, there's going to be the players that do like the more unique shit. I especially love it when I see an indoor player or a Speedsofter running, like, a chopped CQB, like, stubby bolt-action sniper rifle. Like, that takes some balls, man. Like, if you run that shit, you are an absolute fucking giga chat, and you have my absolute fucking respect for that, man. But I just feel like there's a huge, and because I've experienced it firsthand, you know, where I've gone to a lot of indoor fields, and with you ask them, hey, what would you, I do this? Don't believe me? Do this for yourself, right? Do your own research. Go out there, go out to your local indoor field, and ask them, hey, what's the best gun that you can get? What's the best gun? You ask them, what's the best gun to get, right? TM high kappa. And you can even ask, oh, do you mean TM spec? No, they'll just straight up say, go for 100% a pure Tokyo Marui 5.1. Go for a pure Tokyo Marui XYZ, right? Like, it's like, okay, that gun's been out forever, but there's like, and you can tell them, but there's so many other guns that exist out there. Like, no, go for a TM. They'll always say the same thing, go for a TM. Even though, if you ask them, like, they're fully upgraded guns, what percentage of their gun is now TM, it's probably going to be less than 20%. The frame, if that, and nothing else, you know? How dare you talk shit about paintless paintball? I said it! I'll say it again! I'll scream it from the heavens. I don't give a fuck. I will say it. I'm going to be honest here, you know? Miss Savage says, nah, they driving people away to toxic. That's why I don't hit up indoor field. Here's the thing, and I don't even want people to, like, think that this is an excuse to start, like, bagging on, like, Speedsofters or indoor players. No, not at all. Because there are plenty of indoor players and Speedsofters that actually, and I've talked to them because I know a lot of them, they really do want to use different platforms. They want to use different shit, but a lot of times they just can't justify it because one of the things that I think manufacturers do fuck up on, and this is the one thing I will address, and this is one thing I do want to see change, and I'm glad to see some companies are actually catching on, like KLI. Thank you. Appreciate this. If you're going to release a new gun, magazines. Not later, simultaneously. Release the magazines at the exact same fucking time that you drop the damn gun. Because if you want players to be invested in this platform, you got to at least meet them, not even fully halfway. I'm not even asking you to meet them halfway. I'm asking you to drop the bare minimum, which is a fucking magazine for your gun, right? If you're going to release a dual CO2, blowback rifle, you better drop the damn magazines as well, Captain Chaos, Speed QB, MP40 would go hard. Dude, that'd be crazy! That'd be sick, dude. An MP40, like, fucking sticker slapped as shit, Ooh, can you imagine an MP40 that was somehow, like, rear-wired, and it has, like, a stubby stock on there for all the fat-ass batteries? Dude, that'd be so cool! That'd be sick, Daytona MP40. Now we're cooking with gas, baby! Now we're cooking. I like it. Dude, that's so sick. Speed QB 1040. You with me? Dude, if we were to speed QB at M240, fuck yeah, I'm with you. I think we'd have to chop the barrel. That's the one thing. We probably would have to chop the barrel for that. Fuck yeah. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. I would be totally down for that. RPG levers, or at least have 2 mags when you buy a new pew. That's what I mean. Like, you gotta have the magazines available for it. Looks like we have a poll going on that Bossman put out as well. Which one would you prefer? MP5 GBB, AEG, MPX, GBB, AEG, PCC. Jesus, what the fuck? MP5, man. That's MP5, 100%. MP5, 100%. I knew that was gonna be the most popular one. Of course. CQB Levar 15. And again, this is why I'm glad you brought that up, RPG Levar. I'm so glad you brought that up, the Levar. Even though, yes, it is, using the AR, here's the thing. It's different. It's unique. And it's coming from G&G. G&G, we've all known them. They've risen to fame because of their combat machines and all their high-end stuff where they're really pushing the innovation. Which it sucks that it's solely in the higher end, sort of realm. That's where they seem to be focusing their stuff on, which, I mean, it is what it is, right? G&G is going to do what G&G does. I still want to give G&G a round of applause for at least trying something different. ESG, 10 shotgun, fucking banging. Levar 15, banging, I even congratulate them for trying to make different spec pistols, right? Their gas blowback pistols, I know you guys don't like, some of you guys don't agree with me, but I'm telling you from firsthand experience, them shits are good. Like, really fucking efficient. They will beat out most TM spec guns in terms of efficiency. And that's by design. That's what they were going for. But the problem was they didn't fucking release the magazines at the same time as the platform. They came out after. So yeah, by that point, no one was really interested in it. And no one, to this day, there's very few people that are dedicated G&G gas blowback pistol users, right? The only one that sort of seemed to do pretty good was the SMC9. Just because, again, of the carbine kit, right? Because the fact that you can get the carbine kit and the extended magazines. That was cool. And G&G did eventually drop replacement nozzles, so that way you'd be able to go and have a little bit more control over your FPS, which that's a fucking great idea. I just wish they came out with that simultaneously all at once, But again, companies are just very afraid of investing money into it. But I think that in itself is a pretty low cost, at least as far as I can tell anyway. Again, I might be wrong. It's seems like a very low cost thing to do, right? It's just like a no-brainer. Like, hey, if it means we have to delay the release of a certain product, fucking do it. Because it will pay off in the long run to release a product with magazines at the very least. If you can do some OEM parts, great. Even better, right? But releasing magazines is the bare minimum you can do. What is it? Epic fail 989. I got the VMP1X and got a Kydex holster. That's my sidearm. Hey, that's a valid sidearm, man. That is a valid sidearm. I seen someone at Project N1 in the G&G Levar snipe me the fuck out. Dude, that's banging, dude. Ruben Moreno. Yeah, dude, like, again, it takes skill to run one of those, Also understand not their fault when one person starts to do it when they all want to do it then. It's just how better modded replicas work. Let's see, what is this? Yes, police officers use the gas tanks and just make it less fun if they go on one team when they all open their tanks so it's more powerful. If you mean like HPA stuff, like, yeah, no, I mean, that's a whole separate issue unto itself, right? Most HPA players that I've met are actually really good people. They're actually really good players. It was really just that unfortunate circumstance of a very loud and obnoxious and honestly, I would say at that point, very malicious, small minority that gave it a really bad name. They give it a really, really bad name. Now, like I said, I'm going to wrap this around, right, when it comes to... I don't want people to think I, like, shit-talk SpeedQB or Speedsoft in general. Fuck no. Those guys are good. Like, no, say what you will about them. No, their tactics don't translate well to the move. Yeah, maybe. But for the sake of the game, they're fucking good. And I think a lot of Milsim... And I'll say this about Milsimers, right? You can learn a few things from them. There's a lot of things that you can learn from them. Being able to how to move properly and quickly. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can still use your same maneuvers, but, you know, you got to move up, man. You got to stop playing so passive and be a little bit more aggressive. You know, that's what I've done. I feel like I've kind of developed this play style that's, like, very flexible. You know, I can be aggressive when I need to be aggressive. I can hang back if I need to hang back. But generally speaking, I've been able to play both because I played for so long that I'm able to kind of combine the two generally when I need to. Whenever I'm playing, you know, at a Milsim event... right, and if I have to do a lot of CQB, like room clearance shit, you know, it pays off when I've been practicing at like N1, for example, because you learn a lot of shit there. That's the dojo, man. That is the dojo. You're gonna get your ass beat, but you're gonna learn a lot of things along the way. And same thing, you know, for a lot of the indoor players, you know, I feel like there are more tactics that you could learn to be a little more careful, because the minute that it is funny when you are able to take a player that's so used to playing in one particular style, right? If you take a SpeedQB player, put him in an outside environment where there's not a whole lot of cover, right? And it's a little bit more spread out. Yeah, it's a little bit easier to kind of go in and just snipe them from afar, right? They don't really think like, oh yeah, there's targets way out there that can actually reach out and touch me, right? It is, right? Not everyone's like that, but again, it's pretty common to see that. Yeah, I don't want people to think that I'd shit on one or favor the other, because trust me, I got my beef with both sides, man. I got shit to say about both of y'all. But I like both of them, too. That's the thing. I like both play styles. I think there's a lot of good to be learned from either or. But I just hope that if there was anything in particular in regard specifically to the Speedsoft indoor community, to be more open to different platforms. Because a lot of the outdoor guys that I know and that I play with personally would love nothing more than to run an FNC. They would love nothing more than to see G36s, you know, back on the come up. They would love nothing more than to see FALs coming out, right? With like more, and magazines aplenty. You know, mid caps specifically. I'm looking for mid caps. You know, there is nothing that most outdoor players would love more than to be able to have that sheer amount of variety available to them, but they just can't, right? They just can't. The Blue Liv R15 is sweet looking. Yo, dude, yeah, it actually looks really fucking good. M92 TM on my hip, Creekside Airsoft. Hey, that's a classic, man. Drexen, manufacturers gotta include OEM spare upgrade along with the new platform too. It sucks having to wait for innovation if it ever happens in the first place. No, that's fair. Again, like the manufacturers are solely gonna be looking at like, hey, is this gun selling? Okay, then we'll go ahead and start releasing some of the stuff, right? I say, while that is true, because you got to think of it from a business standpoint too. You can't really expect them to release everything, because then if no one buys into it, dude, that's a huge risk. That's a massive, massive loss there, right? And then that company goes completely belly up, you know? They're done. They no longer exist because it's a platform that somehow people just were like, nah, not really feeling it, right? Because we do see that happen. We have seen that happen before in the past. But you are right in, at the very least, maybe some OEM replacements, like especially the parts that are more than likely, not like necessarily, yeah, like failable, like the failure points of anything, right? There's always going to be components that are going to wear down first more than anything. Maybe include those OEM parts, put them out, just list them out, right? Just list those parts out. And specifically, though, magazines. I think that's the biggest lesson. And even G&G had to kind of learn from that lesson, kind of the hard way. It sucks because they got clowned on for it pretty bad, but honestly, it was well-deserved, you know? Like, what the fuck were you thinking, dropping a brand new gas blowback system out there into the wild with no magazines? Like, what? You know? But it is what it is. Guys, we got like about a little less or a little over an hour before we close out tonight's live stream. Stream ends at 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you guys want to go in and get your entries in to this week's live stream giveaway, make sure to go ahead and get your entries in. Any $20 or greater order, you are automatically entered. Doesn't matter what it's for. $20 or more and you are automatically entered. However, every $50 you spend right now gets you 2 entries this Thursday's giveaway. So would be in your best interest to do so. You get free shipping when the order is $179 or more. You can use coupon code 2025 at checkout for up to 10% off as well. Brandon, yes, dude. My king. I love this. Oh, excuse me. Jesus Christ, what was in this? What was in this juice box? Made me all gassy. What the fuck? Brandon, Isaias, in my opinion, everyone should try all styles of airsoft. I've heard Milsim, but I can get burned out on it, and then I'll trade my AKSR 25 for my LT Proline 7-inch, and I'll go slay indoors for a bit. Yeah, dude, I think having loadouts for both indoor and outdoor is definitely the way to do it, you know? If you're starting to feel bored or tired of one way of playing, go outside and try a different way, you know? For me personally, I don't think I'll ever get tired of playing outdoor airsoft because that's just how I like to play it. Like I've been playing for years now and long enough to know who I am. I know what I like. I know what I'm about. But I will still enjoy just for shits and giggles. I will still enjoy around playing at like Project N1. You know, I genuinely do like N1 as a field. I like what they're doing. I like the community there. I think it's really fucking cool. You know, and I feel like unlike maybe some other fields communities, I feel like that's probably like the least toxic like indoor community that I've ever had experience with. A lot of those guys are really fucking cool. A lot of those guys are really, really cool, you know? They were very welcoming towards me when I started going there. They started, you know, they started knowing me as like, oh yeah, it's the Milsim guy that somehow plays indoors as well. You know? That's literally what they used to say. It's like, it's just so funny that used to be a thing. And I got to have some pretty good experiences playing there too. It was really, really fun. It was really, really fun. And I got to learn a lot there. And if I ever, and again, I will say it again, if I ever am going to be playing at like George Air Force Base for an event, I will try my best to go to N1 to try to get some practice in because I want to get better at room clearing specifically. I want to get better at being more aggressive. I want to get better at being faster, you know? And speed is so appreciated on your team if you're able to get through a room cleanly and efficiently, you know, like, that's what it's about, man. That's all about. But yeah, all styles of play are absolutely important. Jeremy Wilson, it's a game of honor. Let's not make Airsoft end up like COD with hackers and modders. What the fuck? Do you guys have multiple of that crispy boy AK? No, Dank Sidek. It's just the one. It was just the one. It's just the one. RPG lovers, bring back bullpups. I am on your side. The problem is, people keep looking at it. A lot of players keep looking at it from solely a competition perspective and think, oh, the trigger's kind of mushy. I don't like it. Give me something else. What do you got that's a regular M4? Okay, cool. Ignoring the fact that it's, you know, super unique and different and cool, you know? Freaking hell, man. Can't even if it were to use a version 2 gearbox, right? Or like a modified version 3 gearbox, right? Even if it were using something like that, that's fairly easy to, like, you know, upgrade and shit. If they're gonna be like, oh, trigger's squishy, it's not as good as an AR. I don't want it. Give me something else. It's like, bruh, this thing literally uses a version 2. It takes M4 magazines, and you're getting mad at the trigger? Really? Really? Freaking hell, man. Like, you can't make anyone happy. Jesus. Like, you know how hard it was to get this shit to fit in this body, and they made it work very well? Fucking hell, dude. Like, you can't win. You can't win, man. You just can't win. RPG lovers, oh, I feel you on that because I also like my bullpups as well. I think they're very fucking cool. Let's see. Epic fail 98. You get a few speed softers and a milsim. Use them to push the enemy. Gets tunnel vision on those guys. Yeah, it's true. Honestly, though, I do love it whenever I'm able to bring like my speed soft friends to a milsim event. Oh, dude, it's the funniest thing ever because they're like, I'm not used to the range on these things. You get it, because we'll like build out like my team will have guns built out for them. Sometimes they'll borrow it. Sometimes they'll have like guns upgraded specifically for like, you know, outdoor purposes. And this is like their first time, or at the very least, like they haven't played airsoft outside in years, and they've only been doing indoors. So seeing them like for the first time going out and playing at a Milsim event is so funny to me. But you know what? You put them in the right environment. Like if you're like, hey, we're gonna be doing a lot of room clearing, their ears perk up and they're like, I know this. This is what I was built for, you know? And just seeing them work together with us, right? And we're like, all right, we're working as a team and we're having to communicate and clear as a unit. Dude, it's a vibe, man. It's absolutely a vibe. You know, because you get to learn from them as well too. It's not like you're like having to babysit them. You can learn a lot from them as well. How they move, how they're maneuvering, you know, how they're leaning with their rifles and shit, right? How they're gripping their gun, like everything, even the smallest little detail from how they're holding the gun. There's a lot to learn from. There's a lot of good that can be had from that, from offering each other's shared experiences and also your varying experiences as well. And then now you're able to go out and cultivate a play style that lends itself very well to your environment, you know? Oof. Captain Chaos. I love being a pusher, but it's hard for me to slow down my style. No, dude, here's the thing. At the end of the day, you don't have to change the style all the way. If you like being aggressive, be aggressive. But be aggressive with, say, like a gun that you wouldn't normally think. Right? Be aggressive with a freaking bolt action, you know? Get something weird. Dual wield some pistols like my boy Chef Panikage. You know? That's another thing you can do. That's another way you can do it, right? I respect him a lot because he dual wields. And Lord knows, you ain't that accurate when you dual wield. It's just not really possible. I mean, you could possibly do a train for it, but damn, that's hard. You know? So I like it when people are like, look at me. I'm aggressive with a goddamn FAL. You know what I mean? I'm aggressive with G3s. Right? I'm aggressive with some shit that you shouldn't be aggressive with. In fact, you probably shouldn't be playing with that gun because it'll probably break. But you know what? I don't care. I do not care. I want to have fun more than anything. I want to have fun. I want to look cool. And I want to play with cool-ass guns. That's really all it is, man. That's all it is. Okay, hold on. One second. Looks like Bossman wants to go ahead and join in on a call for a minute here. Hold up. I'm going to DM him. There we go. Where's the desktop audio? Yeah. Going to give him a call. One second, guys. What's going on? Just giving Bossman a call real quick. Hello? 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 If you're speaking right now, I can't hear you. Hello? Are you there? All right, I think he's going to try dialing me back. All right, I'm going to disconnect him and call again. Hello? Hello? Yeah, if you're speaking, I can't hear you. Hello? Yeah, I can't hear you, man. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, it looks good on my end. I have audio all the way up. You should be good. Not too sure what is happening there. Yeah, not too sure what's going on. That's weird. That is very, very strange. He sent me something. I wanted to go and take a look, and I think he wanted to go in and give a call as well. Ooh. Ooh, what's this? What's this? What is this? What are we looking at? Let's go on. I'm going to join in. Hello?
You can hear me now, right?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. So you were mentioning bullpup. Do you think people will buy that? No.
This one in particular, the Helion, it's not the first time I've heard someone say, I want a Helion. Specifically this one. I don't know. I mean,
it's a Helion.
That would be fucking cool. It would be fucking cool. Do you think it would melt? Do you think it would sell? In your honest opinion, or no?
I don't know. You guys were talking about bullpup, so this is something that I was like, someone brought this project up, and I was like, uh, unless you're uber rich or Elon Musk, you just don't care. Maybe
No,
I
I
don't.
I like the Springfield Helion. I think it's a really really freaking cool gun. I would love to see an airsoft version, but that is actually that's the $1 million question, right? If this is something that's created and made and imported into the U.S., is this something that we can expect people would want to spend money on? Let's see what the chat has to say about it.
It if you take a look at the gun, it looks super complicated to build.
Yeah, so it's expensive.
I would say if it's an AEG, it may be upward of $499. I don't know.
Dang.
Could be. Right? And then if it's a GBBR, it may
Woo!
be around that price too, like a $400 or $500 ish. That's what I think.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
for at that price, it is a tough sell. You know what I mean? Because it also would be like licensed and everything. Yeah, fuck, man. Damn it. If it were cheaper, I'd say yeah, like it'd be like easy. If it were like less than $400, or if it were less than 420, I'll say that. If it were less than 420, I'd say yeah, it would sell. But more, that's rough, man. That's really really rough. And I think I like what oh my god, who fucking said it? Yeah, someone was saying that it's Prime Tech was saying it's a hard sell. It caters for a very specific flavor. It's a very specific niche that it'd be catering to. I would be part of that, of course, but again, that's me being me. I know there are some, maybe like 5 of you in here, that would spend the money for it, but I don't know, man. I don't know how many people internationally would. I can't see a ton. If I'm being honest, I don't see a ton.
Yeah, I just I heard you guys were talking about it, and this conversation actually got brought up literally just yesterday, and I personally shut down the project. I just don't think it's gonna work.
It sucks, man, because I really want it. I just fucking like I don't know. I don't see people, like I've heard people, don't get me wrong, I've heard people literally saying, I want an airsoft Helion. I have literally heard that multiple times. But again, I've also heard that if the FAO were brought back, they'd be flying off the shelves, and I mean fucking look what happened, right?
hmm Well, here, I'm pretty sure you probably know what is kind of like the hottest thing at SHOT Show this year. You know, I'll tell you real quick. It's basically 2011 that takes Glock magazines.
Platypus, right?
No, not just platypus. You know, I don't want to promote the airsoft
Sure.
brand, but their licensed guns, they're pushing very, very hard. The booth is next to Glock, and they're. If you did walk around, you'll see it. They're pushing the 2011 with the Glock magazines, not just the platypus, and you know how like the O 08 Defense is pushing the P320. I think that might be a trend for airsoft future, but this is what I'm worried about. The high kappa magazine for the high kappa guns are far more superior in terms of designs for gas bullets. Do you understand what I mean? Especially P320 if they use the VFC system. If somebody built like a O08 Defense or something like that, and they use the VFC system, that gun's gonna suck.
Oh, damn.
That's what I think. And Glocks. See, here's the thing. The look is gonna be high kappa looks.
Okay.
But if it takes Glock mag, you will have the inherent Glock magazine problems to those guns. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but if you are an avid airsofters and you use both guns, you're probably going to see high caliber magazine is far more superior.
Yeah.
Do you know that or you don't know
For
that?
me personally, I've had bad experiences with some Glock magazines in the past. I've never really had any major issue with high kappa magazines or 2011 style mags. Like any problem that I've had with the 2011 mag, it was a very easy fix. Tighten the base plate, or that was usually, or tighten the valve itself. But it was always very easy, very simple. It's a solid mag design. Glock mags, I've had
Jeremy,
plenty of issues before.
Jeremy Wilson say those new KOI CO2 really have my attention. Just curious how much extra mags. The CO2 magazines are 65 each.
Yes, here, I'll leave a link to them in the live chat right now for you, Jeremy Wilson.
Yeah. So going back to the whole Springfield thing and whatnot, one of the cool guns that I wanted to see airsoft is the Echelon. Do you know the Echelon?
And isn't that the one you shared a little while ago? Didn't you post that on Discord at some point?
Isaias, we need to bring you up to speed on some real guns.
I was just asking a question if you posted it on Discord at any point.
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
but let me show you real quick. Don't worry. Most certainly that a lot of you probably seen these guns before. It's basically one of the Glock clones out there that has like FCU. Here, I just sent you the link.
You're talking about the pistol, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, no, there's these. I've seen these before. Yeah, you have posted these, I think, at some point. You have posted these to the Discord. Here, I'll open it up so that way chat you guys can go and see it too. Come on, open up. There we go. Yeah, you have
So
posted
Prime
these.
Tech Custom, I'm genuinely curious about the KOI SR4 since it will take both green gas and CO2 plus the CO internal. I'm not 100% knowledgeable in GBB system. Okay, so that gun. All right, so I'm gonna tell you guys something. Most of GBBR, if it's well made, they don't really break much as long as you maintain it correctly, even with KWA. But they do have wear and tear parts. For example, air nozzle, for example, some fill valves, for example, release valves. For example, eventually you have to change out some of the O-rings. Okay, unlike, let's say, AEGs, your piston can break, gears can strip, stuff like that. It's essentially the same thing. But if you know what you're doing in GBB or GBBR, they're actually easier to fix. Isaiah, you have LM4, you can probably share that. I think it's the same.
For me, I think that it's a little bit easier to have problems that are easier to fix. You know what I mean? With the GVR, because I've had the LM4 since, oh my god, how long have I had it? I've had it since 2017. I've had a KWA LM4 since 2017, and yes, while it is, there are differences in the systems between VFC, WeTech, MWS Tokyo Marui, and of course the KWA. A lot of times, most of the issues really just come down to a matter of, hey, have you cleaned this properly? 9 times out of 10, it's going to be, it's because you didn't clean it properly. That's usually what it is. But even if you were to have a failure at some point, it's not the worst in the world to access it. It's a lot easier than I would say if you're not used to it already, right? With like a gearbox, right? Gearbox goes down, fuck, man. You got to do a lot of fucking work just to get into it, right? Versus a GVR, it's like, oh, okay. There aren't as many super, super fucking small pieces that can fail at you,
So yeah, Prime Tech, I hope that someone answered your question, and definitely we will have all the replacement parts available very, very soon. well, KOI do an AK platform. Believe it or not, KOI actually have a G36 CO2 platform. They have an MP40 CO2 platform. They have an MP5K CO2 platform.
A K? Hell yeah.
Yeah. And since this is a good news, I don't know if you guys know this, MP5's patent, most of it, if not all of it, have expired. So you can see it, if you did walk around the SHOT Show and all that kind of stuff, you probably see like 5 or 6 different MP5 clones out there now.
Dude, honestly, that's
Did I say MP40? No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, that is so fucking cool. Yeah, because you were telling me that on the way back from SHOT. I didn't know that that it expired. Dude, that's so freaking cool. So now we can start seeing some more MP5s out there, out in the wild. That's gonna be fucking cool. If we can get that KLI CO2 MP5K, that'd be banging, dude. That'd be sick.
Well, for MP5s, I think it would be better if somebody tried to build NWS system MP5.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
It's like, what happened?
I like the CO2. That's the big thing. Because you guys understand, I genuinely like the SR4 a lot. I really like the SR4 KLI system. So in my brain, I'm thinking, okay, same recoil, right? Same like blowback action, but just in MP5K, like that is like, oh, that is like cocaine to the brain, man.
Well, a lot of you guys probably don't know too. You know how Umarex is coming out with their new MOS Gen 5 Glock?
Yeah, that I think we talked about that. I mentioned that on our social media if you were keeping up with our Instagram. But yes, those are coming out. I believe they said when we were talking to Cliff, they said end of February, beginning of March, right? That was the current ETA. That's the current ETA. Could change.
So that OEM company is KLI.
Yeah, it's KLI.
And if you don't know the MP40 GBB, I just sent you the link.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's see here.
It's been out forever. We had it. It's on our website. It's out of stock. That's it.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna play this video real quick, so that way chat can go and hear this. Oh. I never had experience with it, actually. I never got to hold it. I never got to do anything with one of those. It sounded familiar when it was like the SRC MP40. I was like, wait, didn't we have one at some point? But I never got a chance to fire one.
Well, there you go.
Damn it, I missed out on it.
They can bring back if there's enough orders.
Yeah, true. That is sick as fuck. Everyone's fucking drooling over it. Jesus. I mean, I get it. It's cool as shit.
Yeah. So actually, they already have the MP5 CO2 and MP5K CO2. So maybe we'll see a revised version in the very near future.
Oh boy, I am. That is doing things to me right now. I'm very, very excited right now because, I would love to. I just want more CO2 guns in general. Don't get me wrong, green gas, fine. Yeah, I'm happy with it regardless. If we were able to do an MWS, MP5, sure, I'll take it, right? But I just need to see more MP5s out there in the wild, man. I just need to see more of them. I know people ask for them. They're always a fucking cool thing. But seeing them in gas form would just be chef's kiss.
So here's the thing, okay? A lot of you guys probably be like, SRC, isn't that a piece of shit brand? For AGs, I would say yes. But for GBBRs, for GBBs, they have improved vastly. And this is why they're being introduced in America under a different name because they know they fucked up before. Yeah, I'm gonna show you something.
Let's see here. Let me take a look at this. Midwest Industries.
You see all those? If you go to the front page, go to Midwest Industry front page.
Okay, let's see. Yes, I'm 18 years or older. Stream just crapped out for like a
Well, no,
good 5 seconds there.
I just sent you the link, so you can click on the link.
Okay, let's see here. Ooh, there you go. That's a cool ass picture. That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's cool as fuck. It's got the set me style like stock on there, dude.
And if we can get JK Armament license, we can actually have that person made too. And then they actually have those ink caps that you can put like MPX type of stock.
Oh.
So I actually think MP5 can be kind of like an M4 again, kind of like giving a new life because now with the patent expired, Umarex cannot do shit.
Yeah. Dude, this looks so I'm sorry, I'm like really fucking like into the one with the wood stock. That is so fucking cool. I have
definitely, right?
I like it when
Imagine that.
Oh no, go for it. Keep going.
No, I mean imagine that. Imagine the CEMET type of stock. And if you search around the website, like internet throughout, right? There are actually AR style trigger now for MP5.
Oh shit, yeah, no.
They're actually go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like I think I've seen like I've seen that before. Like that's fucking cool, man. Like you have an AR trigger, you have like this sort of set me style wood stock, and you got of course that really fucking cool M-lock handguard on there. Like, dude, like this is a match made in heaven, dude. Like, and you're right with the freaking license being, like expiring at this point.
Not licensed.
Or
MP5 name is still Umarex's property, HNK's property, but you can call it, like, for example, Century Arms, theirs is called the AP5, and the B&T is called something else, and then there's some other small company like Zenith Arms, they call it the ZA something.
Everyone has their own designation, but it's basically all just like MP5 or MK5 style guns.
Oh, no, just call it MP5 from now on.
Sure, yeah, they're all MP5s.
Yeah, oof. I think it looks cool.
Mr. Savage 7 there goes my tax return. No Xbox for me.
and if you guys take a look at it, the new G&G one, the G whatever it's called, with the ETU.
Yeah.
That one's kind of like the one on the right.
Yeah, let me look it up. G&G, because we had it, and I'm sure if I just look up G&G MP5, it shows up. I'm like willing to bet. Come on.
You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about. GG.
So seriously, it's not like I'm saying we should totally abandon M4 or we should totally abandon high kappa. I'm saying is give some other guns a chance.
Yeah, man, freaking, for those that don't know, an MP5 AEG, if we're talking about the AEG specifically, those use a version 2. That's a version 2 gearbox, man. You know? Like, it's super, super difficult. Hell, even some of the, like, craziest bullpups you see, like a freaking AUG, that's just a version 3 gearbox. It's the same gearbox you would find in an AK, you know?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, if everyone allows, like, the freedom of expression in terms of many other different guns, I think we can have a renaissance of airsoft in 2025.
Well, you saw Squid Game Season 2, man. The MP5 is making a comeback.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You have not watched it yet, though, right?
At this point, I've seen enough clips to kind of spoil it for me.
Yeah. But I really like the Midwest industry, what they did to the MP5 flavor.
Yeah. No, Midwest Industries is like I've seen their MP5 handguards, man. They look fucking sweet, dude. It's so fucking cool.
And I love the MGC4 MK3 from Midwest Industry too.
Oh yeah, that new Midwest Industries gas blowback MGC4 Mark III, baby.
That's that little clip. Only you, I, and I.
And boys.
That's it. We cannot share it.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, but you know what? I really like MP5 being not a different type of platform that people can kind of indulge on. The reason why I put up the little poll about like the MP5, the PCC, and the MPX. See, MPX is kind of at this moment is kind of locked in with like the SIG license for probably next 20 years, 25 years or so. Only SIG Air can determine whether or not you can make a airsoft replica or not, right?
Yeah.
But let's say PCC, it's something you already know there's so many people making it. There's so many different other manufacturers. Like if you think AR for real guns, it's like everyone must have. PCC is almost the same. So I was thinking I'm seeing more and more PCC GBBR being made in Asia with like the Glock magazine with the high caliber magazines. I'm just thinking maybe that's a way people might look at it, especially the high caliber magazine. I think that magazine is a lot more superior than the Glock mag.
Oh, by a fucking mile, dude.
Because it's just that much bigger, that little, 10-20% bigger than the Glock mag, maybe. But anyways, that's it. I just want to show you guys the Helion. If I don't know, I think making a CZ Brim 2, the MS, I'm not sure if you guys know that the Brim 2 has been used in Ukraine war in massive droves, kind of like a bunch of ARs and bunch of AKs. Do you know that?
Yeah, it's been a whole kind of hodgepodge of different shit that's been being used over there. It's such a fascinating like portion of history where we're seeing all these different guns throughout, time periods just fucking meeting in one battlefield. But no, we've seen photos of some crazy stuff out there. Bren 2, like that's not something that's like super unique on the battlefield. That's not like such a rare item to see. It's pretty common to see that one.
So, maybe we'll see a Brim 2 AG, the more updated ones, maybe soon, or maybe a GBBR. I don't know. I'll see what's going on.
Absolutely.
If we can put enough brilliant minds together, we may be able to make that. I don't know if it's. I don't know. Ask the crowd, see what they think about it, and maybe give us some feedback, because I think CZ Brim 2 might be cool to make, kind of, because Brim 2 is kind of like the updated ACR.
Yeah, no, everyone was saying that in the Discord too, that it was giving like the ACR kind of vibes from it, and yeah, that's by intention. I think would be a very, very cool platform for us to start bringing in. Again, something a little bit different. That would be very, very nice to see, to spice things up in the airsoft scene. So it's not, again, we're not drowning in fucking M4s anymore.
Yeah, and that is something maybe NWS can be done on it without too much problem.
That would be sweet. That I feel like would be a fucking perfect fit for an MWS system.
Yeah. So yeah, like I'm just trying to bring something out there for people. I know the MP40 is not very popular, but I hope we see a resurgence of MP5s.
Yes.
And then wait a couple more years, maybe we'll see a resurgence of G36C. Because I did a research on it, a lot of that patent has expired too.
Hopefully, man, I can see within my lifespan. I want to see G36s replace the M4 as like the most mainstay gun platform in the United States airsoft. If it can switch to G36C, I would be very happy.
Why?
Because I think the G36 is cool. That's why. Again, I've always fucking. I have several G36s. I love G36s, man. I think they're fucking sweet.
But
Obviously, the real
really,
one
like
has
in that
problems, but like what gun doesn't? What gun doesn't have or had any issues along its development or its years in service? The M16 was littered with problems when it was first unveiled.
So the G36 were brought in the early 90s. So yeah, I think it's what Gemini is telling me most of the patent has expired on it, but maybe there's some other patent on it still hasn't expired. But MP5 is for sure gone. So
Hell yeah.
that's why you see. But yeah, so hopefully all this can bring like a resurgence for airsoft. Hopefully people can start, open up their mind and use different loadout because sometimes it's fun to use different guns.
No, I would 100% agree to that. That's something that Boaz and myself have been preaching for, at this point, a very, very long time, is to just try something different. It will help you stay in the game for a lot longer, as opposed to just being like, okay, I've been bored. I've been playing for about a year. I've seen all there is. I'm done now. Versus, hey, I've used this. Now let me move on to a different platform and extend my stay in airsoft and see how much fun it can be when I use something else.
M17 PCC. Are you talking about RPG lovers? You talking about Glock magazines or some M17? If you talking about M17, are you talking about 320 magazine? I don't think 320 has any PCC. Or are you talking about like the Flux Raiders?
Maybe he's
those
talking
kind
about
of
like
things?
the KWA, like the freaking their ATPZ
Yeah,
carbine
the
kit.
carbon kit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So foul Darkstream. Maybe we'll have the. Is it FN? Which one is the VFC? Did it make a foul?
Yes, VFC made the GBB foul.
Yeah. Maybe we'll bring that in.
Oh, oh. I would love nothing more. There would be
Yeah,
peace on
there
earth.
there are GBB MP5. GBB MP5 has been out for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
It's nothing
existed.
new. It's just we in America it's constrained by a lot of licenses and all that kind of stuff. And this is why, like for example, there's so many cool, sick guns out there that's already, being built in Asia. You can't legally have it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Then also again, it's just always a pain in the ass to try to get anything international, like from an international site over to the States. Like Epic Fail was saying, there are GBB MP5s overseas, but dear Lord, to get them here in the States, you need to sell a kidney. International shipping, man, that shit is pricey. And it's a risk.
I mean, Mr. Savage, you already seen G&G start doing the AG MP5 clone. So I hope, you guys will, start using it, start bringing it back. I know it's still expensive for the G&G, but if you take a look at that gun, if you buy a plain G&G, like a G&G MP5, it's going to, let's say, cheaper one, $250. Then you gotta buy a handguard. Handguard probably costs you $80. Let's say 80 bucks, just for argument's sake. That will bring it up to 330. Then you need you change out the stock to like the 6 dial stock. That will cost you another 70 bucks. So that would be $420. I think the G&G MP5 clone is less than $420. I could be wrong, or it's right around that range.
It's 408.80 exactly.
Oh, 4A. So yeah, and now with ETU, is that the gate ETU or their own ETU? I'm not sure.
Their own.
Their own. It's not terrible.
No, it's pretty good. It's solid.
Oh, by the way, FAL uses AR mag, right?
FAL uses its own magazine.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's 308 style mag.
So Dark Tree, you gotta buy additional magazine. That's what sucks about a gas blowback. I get it, but you know, at least when you cleaning it up, when you maintain it, it will make you feel like you're actually working on a real firearm.
Dude, honestly, anytime I had to work on my LM4, when I break that shit apart, and I'm listening to like music, I'm like, what am I doing right now? If someone were to walk in, or like if my grandma walks in right now, she'd probably think I'm a terrorist.
Is importing the Spec 416 clone to the US from Europe worth it? Not
Nah.
worth it. I mean, wait for the Taurus one. Humorex is working with a Taurus making a new 416. That one looks pretty clean. And maybe in the near future, you'll see many other different 416 license model too. Yeah. But anyways, that's it. I hope you guys are having fun today. That's it.
All right, no worries, man. You have yourself a good night.
All right, bye.
Take it easy. Well, there you go. From Boss Man himself directly, there might be even more 416 clones out there. Yeah, man, freaking. Yeah, we were talking about this guy too. Yeah, no, bring it in. Gas blowback MP5s. That'd be fucking sweet, dude. That'd be freaking sweet. VFC AK and VFC FAL in the works. There you go. There you go, baby. Yeah, Bossman let me know that in the future they might be bringing in the VFC FAL gas blowback, and I almost nutted right then and there. I ain't gonna lie, because you know me, I'm the big FAL guy. I'm the battle rifle. Does someone say battle rifle? Battle rifle. I'm the big battle rifle guy. You know, I love me some battle rifles. FAL especially is number one, baby. FAL number one. Any 5 that is not Humerix at the moment or hard to get minus the G&G one. Yeah. If you were looking, honestly, if you guys were looking for a G&G, or looking for G&G, if you guys were looking for an MP5 right now that was solid as is, you don't need to put any money into upgrades, and was good as is, just get the G&G one, to be honest. The TGM R5, it's already there. It's already there. It's freaking convenient as all hell. It's very well engineered. I have no issues with these bad boys whatsoever. They're fun, man. They're fun as hell. We actually even talked about this in one of our previous videos as well. Let's see here. Yes, instant pre-order, he says. Instant pre-order. We'll see about that. I'm going to hold you to that. As well. DC Airsoft, what's your thought on the Lancer Tactical 308 rifles? Oh, yeah, the battle axes, right? Those bad boys. Here, I'm gonna pull them up as well so y'all can go and take a look. Battle axe. Where's the X? There we go. A lot of the buttons on here are like completely faded out. Let's see here. Battle X. Come on, load for me, baby. As far as my opinions go for the 308s, they are OEM by A&K, but they actually are using some of the newer internals. So they'll have like pre-installed ETUs, and they have different configurations as well. Let's see here. Let me try this Lancer Tactical Battle Rifle. Was it 308? Come on. There we go. Yeah, these bad boys. Bear in mind, there's so many different variations of this, right? That's one. There's another. I'm willing to bet this one's probably going to be the most popular, right? For $220, a Battle Axe 308 AG Airsoft style. Like, again, I got no complaints about this, man. I got no complaints about these at all. You know me. I want more people running 308 style guns out there. I think this makes it a very, very easy gateway into the sort of like SR25, 308, battle rifle style gameplay. Makes it very easy to get into it, especially with that a super attainable price point. You know, $220. That's not bad, man. That's not bad at all. You know, and the magazines would be also very easy to get as well. Let's see here. I saw another one on here. Oh, credit card on standby. Let's go, baby. I get that. It's not illegal. Well, yes and no. Would a DSG build with 1231 gears work? If not, would a DSG be faster than an 8? What are you asking for? Happy Ghost Ninja? What's the question here? These people will work 13 gears. It would But honestly, you're probably like it. I've seen it done before. Like I've seen some of our old techs have actually done. I've seen it literally in person. But honestly, if you're gonna DSG, just DSG some 18-to-1s. You're fine. Just DSG some 18-to-1s. I promise you, that's all you need. Trust me, you get crazy freaking rates of fire like that. They do exist, boss man. I've seen them. You can get some DSG 13-to-1s, but they're hard to get. And honestly, it's not even really worth it, to be honest. You can just DSG some 18-to-1s. I promise you, it's fucking nuts. It's crazy. Our 308 LT's all polymer. The handguard, I believe, is going to be metal, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. M-Lock handguard, yeah. Yeah, no, the handguard is going to be metal, but it is going to be using a polymer upper and lower. So there's that. Just make sure to get plenty of mags, please, if you're getting the VFC, AK, and FAL. Yeah, that I would hope that we can do that. I would hope that we can do that. Granted, it's not like the guns haven't been out for some time. VFC AKs and FALs have been out for a while. Hopefully, we can get the magazines though for it. So, at what point or context could I get in trouble for having it? You probably won't be in trouble for having it. It's more like, hey, if something were to be imported, right? For example, yeah, you won't be in trouble for importing, for having it. It's more like it'll be in a situation where it very likely could just be seized, in the middle of being shipped to you, right? If it reaches, customs are gonna look at it like, what the fuck is this? All right, let's either send it back, refuse it, or confiscate it. Yeah, it's the import limitation. That is very likely. That has happened before as well. I remember even back in the day, some of the older GI staff, when I first started working, was asking, so why don't we have like, X, Y, and Z, products? It's like, oh, it's because they're not licensed. Sometimes when they would import the items, a lot of times like the trades that were there, they would literally just be burned off. Like literally just like, or like sanded off entirely. So you'd get it. It's like, what the fuck? Like someone fucking worked on this gun, like someone sanded my shit off. Update on the Tomahawk slides. That's my number one interest at the moment. Dartree, he says, I don't know. Yeah, we're still waiting on those at the moment. We're still waiting for more updates on that. From what we can tell, though, from when Landers actually saw the slide in person, because he was actually at SHOT, when he looked at it, he was like, all right, yeah, it looks cool. It looks good. Obviously, there's going to be some like changes to it, just some small modifications from what I remember he was saying. But yeah, like he was pretty happy with it overall. I think they're waiting for the newest revisions to come out, and then we'll be able to get like an actual ETA as when those are coming out. I'm hoping the sooner the better. If I had to put money on it, I would say maybe beginning of Q2 potentially. But again, that's just a wild guess, man. I would say around maybe March is when we might have a better time frame as to when it might be coming out. I'm hoping. A man can hope. A man can hope. Remember, guys, we have exactly 15 minutes left before we close out tonight's live stream. If you guys do have any airsoft-related questions, you want to go ahead and shoot the shit, ask me some crazy-ass random questions, you're more than welcome to do so. Just put the letter Q right in front of your question. It's going to make it a lot easier for me to identify and therefore answer. But also, make sure to go and get your orders in now while you guys can. Any $20 or greater order, you are automatically entered into this Thursday's live stream giveaway. Every $50 you spend gets you 2 entries, though. So don't miss out and take advantage of that. Okay, so maybe that's why some text on boxes are blacked out. Whichever, yeah, so that could very well be the reason why they're just like, oh, I can't let them know about it. Just black it out. Just black it out. I've seen that before. Yeah. What the fuck? WeTech or Sig Air M17? Which one is better? Or are they pretty much the same? I'd say go for the Sig Air because then at least you get the official licensing on it. They're currently in production right now. Magazines are currently still being made for it. Same thing with OEM components. And a lot of stuff is coming out specifically for the Sig Air specification right now. So I would say go for those. DJ, what the fuck is this, man? What size underwear do you wear? Oh God, what the fuck? Are they Oh my God, what the frick is it? What are you doing, man? Why do you want to know? Why do you want to know that? It's a little revealing, man. I mean, if you really want to know, I wear an adult size large, and I do boxer briefs, man. I do boxer briefs. Bikini style. I may wear speedos, but that's only for when I'm swimming, dog. That's only for when I'm swimming. Kevin Coach, hello, 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 hello. RPG lovers, what the fuck? I'm wearing some Bob Ross briefs. What has this turned into? What is happening? You sir, you said to ask anything. You know what? Epic fail, 989. You right. It's my own damn fucking fault. It's my own damn fault. You know. Oh well, it is what it is. If you guys really want to know, yeah, that is the answer to that. It's the age-old question, centuries-old question. What does Isaias wear underneath his pants? Right. Scrolling through, making sure I'm not missing any more questions. Okay, answered that one. Answered that one as well. Answered that one. Yeah, Arcturus 416, DJ. Yeah, absolutely. No, yeah, that was what we're saying. That the new 416s that Elite Force is coming out with, they're going to be OEM by Arcturus, of all things. That was not, that was something else I was not expecting to find on my 2025 bingo card, but there it is. Actually, I'm very much happy for it. I feel like, and this is something that Boaz and I will be talking about in this week's main upload, so stay tuned for it. Oh, excuse me. But it seems like a lot of companies, especially Elite Force, seems like they're kind of drifting away in terms of like their OEM. They're starting to use less and less VFC stuff. And there's not a jab at VFC. I think their stuff is good, but I will say, especially when it comes to their AEGs, I definitely feel like they have been showing their age for the last couple of years. You know what I mean? For the last, I would say 4-5 years, I think that they really have been starting to show their age quite a bit. I think their electronics specifically are a little bit outdated. It could be better. Here's the thing. VFC will always be legendary for their external build quality, right? Dare I say, I think they have still to this day, I think they have some of the best external build quality in the world. Like, I thoroughly believe that, right? I do. But when it comes to just their electronics, what their guns in terms of like performance specs are capable of, I just don't think that they're quite there. And again, it doesn't have to be. You know what I mean? They were very much focused on having like some really, really good externally, like one-to-one, builds with some decent internals. That was always their thing. And they've succeeded at that. But I think for the modern player, they want a gun that's going to be shooting pretty competitive out the box. And I mean, who better to go with than Arcturus at that point, right? We all know how good Arcturus internals are right at that point. They're solid. They're absolutely solid. They're built very well. Some of the best QCing that I've ever seen is done for Arcturus, and good for them, right? They very much have earned that reputation for quality, and some of them can be a little pricey, but it's understandable why. We don't have all the details for all the specs of the internals, but I'm willing to bet it's probably going to be using their FE ETU, their in-house ETU, the FE models. I'm willing to bet it's going to be sporting that, and it has that really, really fucking sick M-lock handguard on there too. It looks good, man. That quick release handguard, it looks so fucking clean. Boaz was even saying he's not a 416 guy. He said that before multiple times. But this one kind of turned him into a 416 guy, Arcturus, they just did a bang-up job with it, They did a really, really good job. And I think Elite Force made the right decision pairing up with them when it came to their 416. I think it is definitely the best thing that they could have done for it as well. Because let's be real, with the VFC ones, it was not uncommon to see guys immediately, especially for us, they would buy the 416 and then immediately not even bother playing with it. They would just immediately check it in and be like, okay, I want to put a gate titan in here. Let me get these gears. Like they just buy it mainly for the body because it looks good. But they'd immediately just start swapping out the internals, Would it be pricey? Yes. But again, they love it. And good for them. If you have one built out, sweet. That's freaking cool, dude. But I will say, for the amount of money you're paying, it would definitely be cheaper going with this Arcturus one, which will probably be performing better anyway, considering, again, this is like, Arcturus just has their shit down to a science, right? It has it to a formula, I would buy a G&G AP5 if they do this one thing. It comes with a Picatinny stock adapter. Oh, I see. It has a Picatinny end plate, so you'll be able to choose whatever stock you want on there. But they have to use their current system as is, just so they can get it to be rear wired, I understand why they do it. Again, I just think the G&G one just looks so good. You wouldn't need to add anything to it or change anything. But again, that's just me personally, you know? See, I was using my JG Mac 11, and it was hard as fuck to get kills, not gonna lie. Oof, oof. Let's see here, scrolling down. Love that handguard. I just want to grip it. At least you won't have to blow torch the tip. Oh, I didn't hear that. Let's see here. We need a kit video with Boaz wearing his U.S. flag underwear and God, wearing a Speedo. Oh, goodness gracious. No. How about no? Honestly, in all seriousness, kit videos, it sucks, man, because kit videos don't even do good on the channel. I wish tactical gear stuff would blow up on the channel so that I could do more of it, because I want to talk more about it, but fucking they don't get the views. They don't get the views, you know, like they don't get shared around as often. Nobody freaking watches those. As much effort as we put into it, and it's not anyone's particular fault. It's just maybe it is. Maybe it's again the algorithm. I don't know, but it is frustrating when we do put so much hard work into like loadout videos, or like when we used to do our tactical gearheads. That was my favorite video. Those were my favorite. I love tactical gearheads videos, but nobody watches them anymore. Like, nobody watches them anymore. It's so frustrating, you know? Even when we try it in short form content, not as many people will watch it, which is like so frustrating to me. It's so freaking frustrating. Let's see. How do you feel about drop leg platforms, RPG lovers? You mean like drop leg like holsters and stuff, or like drop leg rigs? I like them to an extent, though. I feel like here's the thing, and this is from listening in on like several podcasts and talking to guys like former active duty guys from like various different branches, right? Drop leg holsters were cool and they were very convenient if you were only going to be out there for like, I don't know, maybe like some very quick missions. You're not really doing a lot of rucking. You're not doing a lot of hiking. You're not going to be out there for a very long time. You're going to be you can quick insert, right? And you're going to like exfil the fuck out like in less than a couple of minutes. You know what I mean? If you're doing that, sure, they work great. I've had to bring, just because I was curious, right? And I wanted to like start stress testing my gear and then figuring out what works. I would bring drop leg panels and rigs to like MILSM events, and oh my god, they are annoying as fuck. They are annoying to deal with. You know, if you were going to be playing like some quick rounds only, you weren't really going to be playing for super long either, then I'd say go for it. They're dope. And if you like the way they look, by all means do it, you know? But if you're asking on a practical sense, how good are they, for longer durations of time? They're not very. They will, no matter how tight you get them, they will eventually start slipping. It's just natural with the way that you're moving, running around, doing a lot of like hiking or running, or like, and just running in place too. Like that shit will come loose eventually, and it'll start wiggling around, and like it's just not very good. It's just not good. Quick insert, nice. Why did DC Airsoft a kit video with Boaz how to get millions of views? Which one specifically are you talking about, though? Which one specifically are you talking about? Because remember, a lot of the older ones don't count because those have been up there for years and have had years of accumulated views over time. You know what I mean? Anytime we drop like a kit video like in recently, it'll do like, if we're lucky, 2.5k views. And that's it. Like that it'll tank. It'll absolutely tank. Darwin's over. Dude, thank you so much for the $5 donation. Dude, the YouTube algorithm is so broken. Type Airsoft and all you get is WAG and Nico vids is BS. No, dude, I hear and nothing. There's nothing wrong with Nico or WAG. You know what I mean? I am not talking shit about either of those guys. Especially Nico. I actually do like some of his content too. But I do feel like, and it makes sense, right? YouTube will, I think, favor a lot of the individual, content creators as opposed to like, companies, right? Like, yeah, maybe it kind of makes sense because I guess they could see us as like an advert or something. I don't know how their AI is working, how their algorithm's doing it. CEO of YouTube is Neil Mohan. Well, if you excuse me, guys, I need to go ahead and buy a Glock. I don't mean an airsoft one. I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that for legal reasons. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. Yeah, you should never do that. You should never do like Luigi Mangione, man. Again, I don't. Should I get into this? No, I'm not getting into this. I'm not getting into this. I'm not getting into this. That's a whole other thing. That's a whole other thing. I am not getting into this. Not on the chat. Is he on the no flight list? Oh man, wouldn't it be funny though if I could actually if I met him in real life? I don't know, man. I'd have some choice words for him. If I met him in person. I'd just wring him by his fucking neck and just choke him out and curb stomp him until he agrees to stop cucking us. You know? No, I'm not doing it, boss man. I'm not doing it. Not on here. Airsoft GI comes up with when I search. Yeah, if you do a general search, yeah, we'll come up eventually. I'd like to see more top 10 vids. Love those epic fail 989. Yeah, we could probably do that again. It's just hard because we would be repeating ourselves too, though. We've covered a lot. A lot of those like topics that we could do. Obviously, we could always redo them. Be like, for 2025. 2025 or what is it? Top 10 AEGs 2025, something like that, right? Like that. Possibly, we could probably do that. Top 10 pistols of 2025, right? It'd be kind of tough though, I'm not gonna lie, because again, so much of that stuff might be like repeated, and we just don't want to really repeat the same thing over and over and over again, if we can find new ways of doing it, even better, even better. Tactical underpants V2, what the fuck? Let's see here. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm trying to make sure we're not missing any more. Giveaways on what day? Thursday? Jason Dunn? Yes, absolutely correct. The live stream giveaway is going down this Thursday. The 30th. Don't miss out. Again, this is literally going to be for a YouTube unboxing mystery, which normally will be going for $175, but you can win it for just $20 by placing a $20 or greater order through us at airsofting.com. It's super easy. Right, all you got to do is get the order in before the deadline of Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and make sure, of course, you are indeed watching the live. If you're not watching the stream, you won't be able to go and claim the prize. That is all that's required at that point. Once you've made the order, all you have to do is watch. All you got to do is watch, and if your name happens to be the one that comes up as the winner, you got to be here in order to claim your prize. You got to be here in order to claim your prize. RPG Roast My Build return. My plan, RPG lovers, and what I want to work with Boaz and, again, see if we can schedule it. Again, we'd have to do like a trial run, like a test run to see if it would do it. But we want to do a Roast My Kit. Where it's not just the gun. It's the whole thing, right? We got to see you in gun and in your full kit, like exactly what you're wearing as well. So we have like more stuff to talk about. We'd probably be doing less entries per video, but we'd have more to say about each loadout. You know what I mean? Big feels before then. Yeah, I think that is in work. Let's see, Fidel. What is this? Top 10 Cisco moments. That'd be funny. That'd absolutely be funny. We could probably have something like that. All right, guys. It is now 9:30. 9:30. That is the end of tonight's live stream. I had an absolute blast hanging out with all 27 of you guys remaining still. Hanging out here. It was an absolute blast. I love hanging out with you guys, doing these more laid back, chill streams. I really, really do love these. These are my favorite type of streams to do. Next week, I will try to get the man, the myth, the legend, RGK himself on one of these calls. And again, just talk more about Airsoft as well. Just have him on for a little bit because it is a little bit of a time difference there. But I'll be letting him know if he wants to go on and hop on. That'd be freaking sweet. We'll start having more guests on the show. I want to start bringing that back. I know a lot of you guys seem to like those too. But yeah, I've had an absolute blast. I appreciate every single one of you guys' views. I appreciate every single one of you guys leaving a like on the live stream. It means the absolute world to me that you guys choose to spend your free time hanging out with myself and the rest of the Mayo Gang. You guys are the reason why Airsoft GI is still here, and don't ever forget that. We 100% appreciate every single one of you. You guys mean the absolute world to us, and I hope you guys have a fantastic night. I will see you guys on Thursday during the live stream giveaway. You guys have yourself an awesome night. Take it easy.